Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Again in Facebook and YouTube land, Facebook land. It's one of my favorite places to go when I don't really want to face reality. So, welcome everyone who's on Facebook, and if you're in Facebook jail and you're on YouTube, glad to see you there too. So tonight I'm doing readings for people. If people come, so I'm gonna share my show real quick so that people will come and hang out and get a free reading, because why not, and I say they're free, and they are, but I am accepting donations this evening, because frankly madam needs to get the mayhem under control. And things are not going well with me financially, and with my home, and I'm trying to get things to where they need to be, and things caught up, such as property taxes. Because here's something for you to think about when you think about owning a home. You never really own your home. You can work for 40 years and pay off a mortgage, and it can be in tip-top shape, and then you fall on hard times. Maybe you're injured, something happens, and you can't pay your property taxes for maybe a year, maybe 2 years. If you can't, guess what? Your house isn't yours anymore. They're going to sell it off to the highest bidder, and they're going to keep all the money, because that's the way they work. They work in concert with other agencies, like real estate agents, who can like hike up their fees, and so then they get more of your cash, until they've whittled all of it away, every bit of equity you had in your home, to nothing, and take your home away from you. So you don't own anything. The government owns it all. They own us all. And if you think that you're not a slave, look again, because we are a slave to the state. We are slaves for taxes, and they treat us like little cash cows. They want to keep us healthy enough to continue paying taxes, but not so great that we can, form an insurrection, or rise up against the tyranny. So think about that, people. And anyway, let's do divination. And if anyone would like a reading, just let me know, and I'm breaking out the cards. So I see we have one person here. Hello. Hello, person. And I'm going to share the show with everyone in Facebook land, so that if they're just hanging around their homes or on their phones or just hanging around, they can come and enjoy some time. Oh, that's nice. I look on my phone, and in the stories, there's a lovely looking bottom. Yes, I believe it's a female bottom, but it is very nice in any case. So let's see. I'm going to go to my pages, my places, and let's see. One of them is there. And then, oh, no, wait, that would have me sharing it as the skeleton key, and I'm going to share it as me. And so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go there, and I go back to there, and then I'm going to go here. What's this? Oh, yeah, never mind. Pages, skeleton key. Now we're on the right track again. And so I'm heading down here, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to share the show. All right. Live Tarot. Tarot. Tonight. Come see me. Come hang out with me and get a live tarot reading. So anyway, that'll be good, I guess. And I could, real quickly share it to some messenger people, so that they can have a shot here. Some of my loyal and faithful viewers that I have had over the years, people who maybe would like to have a free tarot reading, or anything like that. I would definitely entertain that. I probably didn't invite them, but it's okay. It's okay. Ron, yeah. Charlie, yeah. And there we go. And that should be good. And a couple more. Okay, now we're good. Now some people maybe will stop by and say hi. Hey, Anna and Richard. Okay, good. 2 people on my list. Excellent. So, they fell on the floor. Oops, they fell on the floor. So I got my cards. If anybody would like a reading, I'm doing that tonight. And just talking to you about the government. Yeah. The government is, they're just no good. And they really have far too much power over us in our lives. And honestly, I think that they just, we should restructure government completely. And I have some just dandy ideas on that topic. If anybody would really want to hear about it, and you can shut me up by saying you'd like a free tarot reading. So, but anyways, they're not the greatest, but there you go. At least maybe I can see to read the stuff in the book, because I almost don't need to read it anymore, but I still do, just because I guess I don't have to rely upon memory then. And I'll set this here so I can put my cards on it. Oh, perfect. So anyway, I think first off, we should get rid of everyone that's there now. Basically everyone, including the Supreme Court. And they should all just go home now. We've had enough of you. And we'll all, from our own districts, we will, choose people that we think are trustworthy and capable. And then we'll send them to Washington, where they will sleep in barracks with the rest of the crew, the rest of their congressmen and senators. They will have plenty of time to discuss the topics there. And then also we will feed them, just like we do our military. And they'll have a commissary, they'll have, cafeteria. They can eat there on the taxpayer's dime. They can also, they can also wear uniforms, so they can be easily identified by their constituency or anyone else as to their name, rank, and serial number, basically. And, you could stop them on the street and say, hey, Senator, what are you going to do about that particular bill going through this time? It's not really good for your constituents, and most of them don't want it, and so anyway, but really their power over us should decrease a lot anyway. And basically what they're going to do is just be oversight for the states to make sure that everyone's getting along okay, that everyone is on the same page, and that, any disputes can be settled by the feds. The DEA needs to go away. I think we can govern ourselves as to medicating. Let's face it, 99.9% of Americans self-medicate. What are you going to do? Nothing. And I say, for the most part, leave them alone to do so, because it's really, up to people what they're going to do with their bodies. And, the whole Roe v. Wade thing shouldn't even be a thing. We shouldn't ever restrict people from doing what they feel is necessary for their own health or, anything else. It's not my business what they do. Not my business. So I don't pay attention to that, and why should I? Things that are not your business are best left alone. And someone else's uterus, totally not my business. What you do with your uterus is your business, no one else's. And I don't have to say anything more on that. So, but yeah, it would be like joining the military, basically, to go into the service with the government, to be a senator or congressman. And you would not have the power that you do. You would be able to just be oversight for your state, or your area. And mostly we would govern ourselves in each city, city and county. We would, make the rules, the laws for people, that made us comfortable, because really it's about the people. It's about the people who live in that area, and it's about their needs, not about federal governments and people in Washington making rules for the rest of us that really don't apply to us and shouldn't apply to us, let's say. So that being said, anybody want a free reading? Oh, golly. And, I am accepting donations. However, it's not necessary if you are unable to do so. I'll still give you as good a reading as I can get from the universe. So, and I'll just continue to shuffle cards until someone pipes up. Oh, golly. So, if anybody'd like to come into the podcast, that's fine too. If you'd like to come into the podcast while I do your reading, I'd be great with that. I can get you in. Bob's got a bed over here, and it's kind of by the fire, and so he can chill out in his bed and hang out by the fire. So anyway, the federal government, they do things to people that are heinous. And, I probably, in case I disappear, let this be a record of the fact that I said something and I stood up for what I believe in. So, but, they can do things like that. People, if you're naive enough to think that our government can't make you disappear, if you become a thorn in their side, think again. It happens every day. And what they do, though, is they'll freeze your bank accounts. They'll get you where it counts, and they'll get people to stop listening to you. And so they'll discredit you, and they'll take away your money. And so without that, you are really just tilting at windmills. So, can anybody tell me what that is a reference to? Tilting at windmills. So I'm expecting somebody, like maybe Richard might know. Richard. I said Richard's name, and this card came up. Let's see what that's all about. It's the Four of Pentacles. Let's see. And now I'm not doing a reading against your will. I'm just like, I have to know for myself. So, and it means materialism, or someone's trying to control you. Four of Pentacles asks you to affirm that you are stable and safe, and remember that you will always have what you need. Conserve what you've earned without closing yourself off to new paths to abundance. You have or are in the process of establishing stability for yourself, so give yourself some credit for your hard work. So there you go. Financial security is motivating your career choices rather than passion or creativity. And then your natural gifts are abundant, so don't focus merely on matters of money in order to feel stable. If you're saving for the future or a specific goal, you're being very conservative with your resources. It's a reminder to be generous, since giving to others brings more prosperity into your own life. So there you go. Oh, it's okay. There you go. So there you go. That was the one card I drew for you. So that's a little bit of it might be kind of true, because I know your situation. So, it might be kind of true. Yeah. But yeah, and it's funny because, the season, it is the season of generosity. And, even if it's something that, even if it's something small, you can always be generous and donate to Madam's Cash App. She can always use a little something. But anyway, it's definitely not necessary, but always appreciated. So there you go. And I'm going to pipe up more, because sometimes you don't get what you don't ask for. And a lot of times I think people are so, they just want everyone to think that they're just doing superb, and that there's nothing that, they need. They're just, everything is great in my life. So great. Well, and most of the things in my life are great, but I do need money, and it's become pressing. And I know a lot of you know what that feels like, that pressure to have to come up with so much money, every month or every week or whatever. And I know I'm not the only one. And so it's tough. It takes a toll on your stress level, which in turn will affect your health if you let it. So you have to be careful. Just be mindful to take time to meditate, take time to put things in perspective, and remember what's really important in your life. And, just deal with head on with the things that come. Sometimes it's hard. And I think self-esteem comes into it too, because we have to say, no, I'm not great. I know I don't have everything under control. And yes, I do need help from certain quarters, and it's hard sometimes to ask for that help. We don't want to seem needy, or we don't want to seem like, there's anything wrong over here. And I think it's kind of crazy, because then, we end up suffering alone when we could, at least share the burden of suffering with all of our friends and let them know what's going on, And so I'm not ashamed to say that I do have some financial issues, and I have, some plans of getting them taken care of, but it's going to take time, and I hope I have the time to get it done. So these fell out is the King of Swords. So when I was talking about the money thing, so I have to look that up, because, you want to listen to the universe. And if they're throwing cards out at me, I got to check it out. So the King of Swords would indicate that represent me or another person who embodies the qualities of authority, intelligence, and use of logic to attain success. It can also represent the energy of a situation requiring you to take decisive action on your own behalf, or stand up for others who may have the power, who may not have the power to defend themselves. Listening to my intuition for messages can guide when it's time to take action. You are a powerful authority who wields substantial intelligence. Trust your voice. And then taking logical action on my goals, which may lead to becoming my own boss, receiving a promotion, or taking on a leadership role. Card may also represent an authority figure in the workplace, or signal that you yourself are respected and recognized for my contributions. Good news in legal matters may be on the way. Yes, that's awesome. So that's good. And I think things are going to work out okay. But I think it's just going to take a little time. And so that being said, alrighty. Would anyone? There's not really anyone here except for us. Yay. So anyway, do you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask of me, or of the universe, or the cards? We can just dip one and see and get like a yes no answer out of it too. If you'd like anything, if you'd like to know anything from the cosmos. The cosmos, yeah. It's I remember Cosmos. One time we drank so many. I had made Cosmos after work one day, and I hadn't eaten all day, and we were going kayaking at night, and so we were going kayaking at night. So I hurried, made my drink, went downtown, started drinking it, and it was like I had a whole big thing of it, and started getting really wasted. And I said, "You got anything else to drink, Kevin?" And he's like, oh, all I got is this warm, skunky beer. I'm like, toss it over. And so he did. And I didn't catch it, of course. And so then I went to reach out and grab it and dump the kayak over. Well, then I couldn't get back in because I was too drunk. And then I had to get rescued by the rescue boat. And I rode the rest of the way down to LeClaire, and then, in the van on the way back. And I was just amazed that I didn't throw up on somebody in the van. But yes, I made it. And then I had to throw up in the neighbor's bushes. But, it was okay. And yes, Flawless Jen, I am going to give you a reading right now. Do you have any questions in particular that you would like answered, or is it just a reading then? Because I can do I'm thinking maybe like a 1-card cut thing, and tell you like what's most important, or yes, no, something like that. Love and finances. Okay, so let's do. I'm going to do a 1-card cut for you because I kind of feel like that's where I'm at tonight on things. So, cutting the deck. Ooh, the World. And it's reversed. So let's see what that says. And then I'm not going to put a whole lot of sanction into the reverse thing because I just cut it. So we'll just say the World. Oh, went past it. Should be right in here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so that would indicate that love and romance, you are actively celebrating your love and feeling fulfilled in your relationship. You may also be learning lessons and moving into a new phase of your relationship, all while feeling confident and excited for the future, is what it says. And then let's see, finances. You may soon be receiving rewards or recognition at work in the form of promotions or a raise or even graduation as a way of celebrating your success. Consider taking a more responsible and rising to the occasion in your career. So, taking on more responsibility. So there you go. And then your spiritual is celebrate where you are now and take time to think about how far you've come. You have reached your goals and can revel in feeling proud of yourself. So reversed would suggest that a cycle is completing. Even if you're not quite ready to accept it, it may be a lack of closure or a delay in gratification from your efforts that prevent you from seeing a situation that has come to an end. If this is the case, know that closure is something you can offer to yourself by affirming you're ready to move on and open up to new energetic cycles, trusting you have grown and are ready for the next adventure to begin. And really the only person that can answer that is you, which is more, which fits best in your life and your story. Is it the one where a cycle is ending? And you were asking about, love. Is this something where you're thinking that it may come to an end? If so, I think this card is definitely, agreeing that it's the ending of a cycle. So, otherwise, if things are going pretty peachy with you guys, it may signal that things are, going to evolve, pretty great. So you just have to ask yourself which is the case. So, but there you go. And in finances, it's looking pretty decent, you should be maybe expecting a promotion or something good like that. So there you go. Anything else? Anyone else? Let's see. I'm going to put up the banner again. You certainly don't have to, but I am accepting donations tonight. And if anybody doesn't, you're welcome, Flawless Jen. If anyone doesn't have Cash App, I have a Venmo. If you need to, you can email me anytime at skeletonskeywitches@gmail.com. So that's always open. Anybody can come and chat up, chat Madam up, and I'll get back to you for sure. A lot of us check the email, I think. I might be the only one, and I only check it once in a coon's age. So yeah, anyway, yeah, we were talking about the government. Yeah, they aren't in it for us. They're in it for themselves. And sadly, all of our politicians have gone, and even if they weren't bad when they got there, they had, high aspirations of helping people and making a difference in people's lives. They get there and they know that they're not going to be able to. It's like that salmon trying to swim upstream to spawn only to find a dead end. Sorry, kids. But yeah, it's like they bang their heads against the wall and cry. I mean, I saw one guy, he was trying so hard to get people to listen to his speech, to what he needed to happen, and just inspiring people. He was trying to inspire them to be good, and he couldn't even get their attention. It was sad. And he stood there and cried because he knew it was futile. And it's just so bad, and this is in Washington. We don't need that. The people do not need that. And, frankly, our income tax doesn't even help the people in the United States. Yes, you sure can. Hey, Kay Weezy. Kay Weezy Jones is back. Yeah. Awesome. And so, yes. And tonight I'm doing one card cut readings, just to see what the universe has in particular to tell you. So, do you have any questions about anything? Kay Weezy. I love that name. That's awesome. I like it. My mother was actually a Jones. She was Mrs. Jones. And I always used to, hey, Kelly, all right. I was thinking about, me and Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. All right. Oh, here we go, Kay Weezy. It is the devil upside down. So let's go see what that says. And I'm going to look at it as a reverse reading, I think. So let's see what we got with that. No. Right here. Okay, so I would say that it could possibly mean a good sign, pointing to a renewal of hope or abandonment of a toxic or unhealthy situation. This card in reverse points to freedom from an old and destructive pattern. It also suggests that making a difficult or unpopular decision will be for the best. So there you go. And good luck with that, for sure. But I think sometimes, you can't always make the popular decision. You can't always make the decision that everyone will be happy with, because frankly, you cannot make everyone happy all the time. It doesn't work. Not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to agree with what you're doing. But if it's what you feel you have to do, and you followed your intuition, and you've looked at the signs, and you have searched your soul, and you feel like it's the right thing to do, then do it. And don't let anyone else tell you not to. Because for some reason, it's right for you. And you'll find out, probably, hopefully, before it's, detrimental. But yes, you will definitely, sometimes have to just go on your intuition and to hell with what people think. So there you go. And Kelly, how are you today? You'd love a card. Okay, great. Let's do Kelly then. And we'll see what we got for her. I'm going to shuffle them up a little bit more here. Music. Wow. I love music. I really, really do. Music is, it feeds my soul. I have to have music. And I usually have Alexa on. She probably heard me, and she'll say, what can I do for you? So, but yeah, it's like having Sorry, I don't know that one, she says. All right, Kelly, here's a card for you. Oh, King of Swords. You know what? I pulled this for myself earlier. So um, that's a good one. And it came out upright too. So let's see what that's all about. There's the swords. That's the queen. There's the king. It's represents you or another person. Okay, that's right. Authority, intelligence, love and romance. A partner who is highly intelligent and successful will express themselves through charming communication rather than passionate emotion. And taking a mature a mature, rational approach in romance will yield better results at this time. So just be very logical. And then your career and money, you're taking logical action on your goals, and it'll lead you to becoming your own boss, receiving a promotion, or taking on a leadership role. So that's good. Have confidence to be the authority of your life by taking action on your own behalf or standing up for your ideas. If you feel yourself faltering, seek out advice from a professional about your health or other domestic situation. So I'm not sure what that is referring to, but if you have health issues or if something is, bothersome to you, you should definitely seek a healthcare professional, and always have the confidence to stand up for yourself, and be your own advocate, and especially with doctors, if you have a feeling about something, keep following it up, because you are the best healer. You are the best authority on what is going on in here. And you can't let them tell you, oh, no, it's just this or whatever. If you feel it's more, or if you feel that it's something that's, detrimental or something, you have to speak up on your own behalf. And it's hard sometimes, though, because not everybody knows everything they need to know about procedures or about, well, why are they doing this? And then half the time they give you something and you're like, I don't know what that is, and maybe it's not the thing that you need. And so, just always look into things, study it up. If they give you a prescription or something to take, look into what this is and what it does and what are you hoping it will do, So, and what are the side effects, and should I even be taking this, really, be an advocate for your own health, for sure. Hi, my sister's divorced. How will my new husband be? Her name is Pooja Goswami. Okay, is Puha, I think it is. Here, okay. And greetings, everyone, from Shawnee Cunningham. Nice. And then, K Weezy does music. Okay, I got it now. K Weezy Jones. All right. We'll put him on there. He does music. And so then we got down here. Let's see. So you'd like to know how your new husband will be. So let's see if I can give you any insight on that one. Is this an arranged marriage that you're having, or is it are you just looking for a husband, or you're in the market for a husband and you're wondering how that'll come out? So, but anyways, I'm going to cut the card for you. There's no cure. Oh wow. Have you tried anything like homeopathic, or have you tried, and I know this is going to sound weird, have you tried chiropractic? Have you tried it's not just for back pain. It really isn't. And homeopathy. God gave us everything we need on this planet. And it's here somewhere. And I know that there are things that don't have a cure. Sadly, we can't cure everything, and And so what you'll look to do there is just to manage it so that you can get the best quality of life that you possibly can until that time comes. So I'm sorry to hear that, and love to you. But anyway, I have the sycophant, isn't it? No, no, not a sycophant. The Hierophant. Sorry, the Hierophant. And that was for R.T. Goswami. So let's see, go back to here. And then she's just looking for a supportive husband. So aren't we all? Alrighty. So then the Hierophant is suggesting that well, it should be right here, Chariot. Here we go. Is suggesting that he a detour or roadblock in the querent's spiritual path or course of study. It indicates rigid beliefs, a refusal to remain open to the alternative information, or a resistance to learning new things. If this reversal appears in your reading, take it as a reminder to try to have an open mind and be respectful of opposing viewpoints. Well, there you go. So just think of it in terms of if you've been looking for a certain type of person, like physical attributes, let go of that and just try to open yourself to more, not physical, but mental, spiritual attributes. And does this person feel the way I feel about certain things in life that are important? You know, having children, how do they feel about being supportive to me? You know, because really that's where it's going to come down to is someone that thinks like you do. It doesn't matter what they look like or what kind of package they come in. You know, age doesn't matter much. It's how do we fit together in the big scheme of things. So try and keep that more in mind. And good luck to you. So let's see. Went for a scan, left, not supposed to have one of them, and they said there's nothing they can do. Sharon, left. And okay, so you have your kidney, your tubes are not right. Is that it? Yeah, kidneys are ridiculously important, and you can't live without them. And you can live with one pretty successfully, but you know you have to be careful not to damage it because yeah. And I'm kind of suspect, or you know, I'm concerned about kidney disease myself because I have high blood pressure. And that's one of the things you can get as a result of high blood pressure because there's so many tubules in the kidneys. So they filter every bit of your blood, you know, in like 24 hours. It's ridiculous. So anyway, well, good luck, Kelly, and I hope everything goes well with you. And just be good to your kidneys. And then yes, I can do a reading. Ava Catherine, I certainly can. And I'm doing the one card cut. So did you have a question in particular about anything, or is this just an overall wonder what the universe wants to tell me? So oh, okay. You want to know if her husband regrets losing her. Well, if she's a good woman, he probably does. I'll tell you that without any cards. So, or he will live to regret it. If she was a good woman and didn't do anything bad to him, he will probably live to regret it because the next few he'll come along will be not good. So, oh, here we go. This is Ava Catherine. Okay. And it doesn't necessarily mean what it appears, but it could mean heartbreak. I don't know if you're in a current relationship. And just because, you know, I pull a card doesn't mean that it's, you know, set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. It's all about your action and what action you choose to take on things that is, becomes the result of what your future brings. So this would suggest that, uh, yeah, this may be real. Let's see. You are given an opportunity to embrace and acknowledge heartbreaking truths and the pain surrounding them. This may be related to a current situation or something in your past that is impacting your present. If you open your heart and mind, your intuition will guide you toward the meaning of this Three of Swords. Accept your emotions with compassion and take this opportunity to release and heal. Everything that exists in your life exits your life, creates space for something better suited to your current path. And so then accepting a painful truth or rejection is an important step, as it allows yourself time to heal and process your feelings. Rejection is redirection. Something better awaits you. And I think we look at rejection as I'm no good, but it's not. It doesn't mean that. It just means this wasn't right for me. It's not, it's not a commentary on the kind of person that you are. Just because someone else doesn't like you or doesn't think that you're, the person for them, it's okay. It just means that wasn't the right situation for you, and you need to find what's right for you. A lot of it is doing internal work and talking to yourself and asking myself, what do I want? Where do I see myself in 5 years? What am I going to do that's going to feed my passion and my wallet? So, you have a lot of things I'm sure that you need to ask yourself. And maybe it's the universe's way of saying, do the internal work and the rest will come. If you are a complete person and you're happy with who you are and you are, enjoying the fruits of your labor, let's say, and you're doing well on your own, that will be very attractive to someone else. So I would say just be you and do you, and other things will come into your life as they are needed. So then we'll go down to yes, and I think that he will regret losing her if she was a good woman. So that's all I can say on that matter. And then, okay. So you have an extra tube. Well, that's odd. Let's have the dog come. Oh, the dog comes to see you. Okay. You're welcome, Ava. And I am not, donations are not required, but accepted and appreciated. So anyone who'd like to make a small donation to my Cash App, I would definitely appreciate it. I have been having some financial issues lately, and since it is the season for giving, I thought I'd stick it out there. So, because you don't ever ask. If you don't ever ask, you never get. And so I've been asking lately because I really can use it. And, I think it's silly too for people to, think that they are alone in things, it's like, or that they always have to have have to put a good face on things. You don't always have to be acceptable in society. Sometimes people need help. Sometimes they don't ask for it. But if they do, and you're in a position to do so, I would say help them. And I always try to pay it forward when I get a chance to do so. Kelly Elliott, hello. Spirit is showing that you're emotionally drained, hearing so many scattered, feel like, okay. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know that I would message her. I suppose it's possible that she might have something to tell you, but and it, it's possible, but I would say no. I'm deleting the comments. So it's just this person is probably not legit, I'm saying. But you use your judgment on that. My intuition says that that person isn't legit. But, you do as you will, because free will is the thing that everyone has that you can exercise. And anytime that you are feeling that you need to make those decisions for yourself and use your best intuition, meditate, gather yourself, be grounded, and just use your best intuition. And if it's something that you need to do, then do it, and don't let anyone tell you that it's wrong. And don't make decisions for your people, because you have to be free to be you. And when you are you, they'll love you even more. So, all right. You're doing it. Okay. Well, good luck. I hope that everything's good. And if they, don't let them pressure you for poundage. So, yeah, it's all good. And I hope that it, maybe it is some help for you. I'm not sure. But be good to your kidneys. That's all I'm going to say. Do things that are good for your kidneys, and take good care of yourself, Kelly, because you're a wonderful person. And I don't like to hear that you have problems and trouble, because I would wish them all away. So, but sadly, I can't do that for you. But I do wish you well. And I wish everyone well. And I thank everyone who came to the podcast tonight. It's been great having you. And it's been great. If I have helped any of you, I'm glad. And I hope everyone has a great holiday season. We're just getting into it. So we'll be talking more about the upcoming Yuletide holidays, and our witchiness. Yes, that's good, very good. And just, and use your intuition, because, that's what it's there for. It's there to alert us that something doesn't feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Pay attention to that gut feeling, and I'll tell you really quick, there's a theory out there that says our gut feeling is perhaps our flora and fauna, our gut bacteria that are natural and that we need, are trying to tell us that there's danger, something that we need to be alerted to. Because the goal of any symbiotic relationship is to keep them all, everybody as healthy as the next one. So, we're symbiotic with these bacteria in our gut, and they want the larger organism to survive, because if it doesn't, then they don't survive. So if they could somehow sense danger and release a chemical in your body that then gives you that feeling of, oh my God, there's something I need to watch out for. Something is going on. I got this intuition. I feel it, and people label it anxiety, whatever, but it's your body telling you something's up. And I wonder if it could be that the bacteria are somehow psychic or something, that they have the ability to sense that and then warn the larger organism, hey, something's up. Isn't that a big thought? Isn't that incredible if that could be the case? It's just, to me, it's mind-boggling. So anyway, there's your food for thought for today. And I hope you feast on a lot more. And I'm terribly flattered that you guys join me every week, and I'm grateful for that. And you guys take care of yourselves. I'll be on again on Wednesday night for Madam After Dark at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so until then, I would say to all of you, blessed be, and have a great night.